Thank you, Ms. Hutt. Mr. Harris-Dawson.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair and members. Mike, tissue back. Let's put it in the middle. Michael, there's a lot to say, and I was on the video, so you should look at the uncut version because I go on and on and on, like I won't do today. There's a lot to say about you personally, and the kind of friend that you are, and the kind of colleague and brother that you are. I remember my very first meeting with you. My ally said, "You got to go meet with this guy, Mike Bonin," and you said to me, "I'll take the meeting, but I'm not endorsing you." And I went up there planning to be there for 30 minutes, and I think it got dark outside, and City Hall was empty by the time we left. And it was the start of a very good relationship. It's important to me to place on the record your service in the historical context that I see it. When there are big social changes and big social movements, there are the people that till the soil before the change is actually made. They're all the abolitionists that fought over slavery before President Lincoln comes and initiates a demand for the end of slavery. There are thousands and thousands of women that demanded the right to vote before we actually got to the point where we had the right to vote. And when I think about your service, I think about this city, and I feel the precipice of change that we're on. And one day, we're going to house our neighbors, and we're going to get people off the street, and you're not going to be on the city council, but you will have absolutely laid the basis for that to happen. One day, hopefully by the time Jacob is driving, this won't be a city where if you grow up black and you drive a car, you expect to be pulled over by the police. One day we're going to get there, and you're not going to be on the city council, but you will have laid the basis for that to happen. At every turn, I sat and watched you, having a choice to be the politician or even to be the councilman. You've always chosen to be the change agent at every step of the way, and that comes at a cost. When I think about you, I think about W.E.B. Du Bois and his talented 10th theory that there are folks who are talented that are people of conscience, and that they can get into leadership in society even though they have critiques of the flaws of society. But at a certain point, they got to choose their position or their conscience. And I watched you choose your conscience and look certain retaliation in the face and not blink. And so I think your courage should go down in the history of this city and be an example to all of us who dare try to call ourselves leaders in this city in this time period. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Harris-Dawson. Ladies and gentlemen, Council Member Mike Bonin. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait.